Thank you, House Chair. House Chair, I must say, Mr. Boshoff makes some very interesting points, and I commend him on his English as well. I think when one actually has regard to this report, it does raise a number of very interesting aspects, and one does bear in mind that the report was tabled on the 29th of November 2021, and that's an interesting date because 3 years prior to that, on the 28th of November 2018, the Public Enterprises Committee of the previous Parliament tabled its extensive oversight report into Eskom. And I represented the ACDP in that inquiry, and a lot of the evidence that we heard of malfeasance, corruption, was then referred to the Zondo Commission, which has been dealt with by it. Now, what is good news? Good news arising from the report and arising from subsequent developments. Yesterday, I'm reporting from a Justice Committee perspective, the National Prosecuting Authority, arising from state capture, took a preservation order against Optimum coal mine and the Optimum coal terminal. Now, that was at the heart of the problems at Eskom, and it cannot be ignored. And this is the biggest success in the NPA's history, 3.4 billion rand preservation order of a Gupta company, Tegeta, and if you read the research and will come out in the findings, this is to be commended. However, getting back to this report, which is to a large degree very useful in as much as it refers to a number of aspects related to cost overruns, and yes, Mr. Boshoff, those issues have been raised previously. But I think what is highlighted here is the cost overruns have resulted in increased load shedding, which is implicated and referred to in this committee report. Now, what is also very interesting is when it comes to the report on the Kusile issue, the committee states categorically that it is appalled by wasteful expenditure that was incurred in various aspects, including the costs of the project for the artisans escalate from 260 million to 800 million, that it appreciates the steps that have been taken to blacklist companies to recover funds that have been lost. And that example I gave of the Tegeta preservation order is an attempt to recover those funds. And what is amazing, and I think the committee also highlights this, is that Eskom has not got a water use license for Kusile. How can you have a power station of that size without a water use license? And then the focus on the conveyor belt is to be welcomed as opposed to trucks riding the coal. And so from the ACDP's perspective, we will support this report. I thank you, House Chair.
Thank you.